have it on all Madden.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Okay. So here's the rules for this series, okay? Every week we'll get to sign a free agent. And we only get 5 trades per season, okay? That's it. I guess I'll do... Actually, no. Go and sign my one free agent for this week, and you'll find. Well, I know how I expected this to go. Didn't. Who did play balls? Okay, we either need a halfback. I don't know. I'm signing Taysom Hill because.
This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths.
Yeah, I know. Got it. Thanks. I've played this game hundreds of times, buddy. Thank you. Thanks. This one I'm never gonna. I'd rather have a wildcat than him. Go. Who did I sign? I don't know why. I'm gonna play 1 game per, you know what I mean. 1 game per week, per stream. So, it should be a pretty good series for y'all to just like binge watch if y'all bored. Oh yeah, by the way, Merry Christmas for everyone. I mean, I know I'm like 5 days early, I think. Yeah, 5 days early, but 'tis the season, alright? I'd skip this, but as my scripture says, this will all be. And plus it's just strange. My eardrums are being just murdered.
Florida. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just know it'll be like on the actual curse right now because I'm
diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
And I will only actually no.
And they'll begin by running the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was pretty quick.
Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
From the gun, Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
You'll bring a blitz on her?
Rivers hands this one to Matt.
That one worked.
Josh Jones in on the stop. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This is like real life, huh? They all getting cramps.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
To throw, Rivers.
That
And
works.
he's gonna be sacked.
That helps.
They sack him back right
They
at the
took out-
midfield
well,
stripe.
They have Rodrigo.
Well, how about that? A
Oh,
dime
no.
set on defense, 6 defensive backs.
Oh, never mind.
None of them
That, he
blitz.
got
They're
a
just back there in
domino kill.
coverage.
Got it.
Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And not what he was hoping
Well, I mean,
for
we
there, as this will
screen
hit
pass,
in the
so-
end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Thompson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now,
Well,
hopefully get to the
just
perimeter
roll
later.
over
Let's
them,
face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That was a lightning fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play.
Dang it.
And immediately got to the pass.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the
He didn't spin the
32.
way I wanted him to. Run around him.
Quick pass to the
flag on us.
outside, caught by Conley. And he works
Oh,
free.
come on. And it's a flag on us,
And
too.
he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Go. Legal man downfield. Well, this drive went backwards. Went downhill fast.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On second down now, it's Thompson.
I don't
He'll
know why I
get
didn't
3,
throw it
but it
just now.
leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
No, the Saints didn't get Taysom
A
Hill.
shotgun snap for Hill.
I mean-
This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy.
I think it went
And
be
he's
4 and
able to
1
get
right
out
now.
to the 32, brought
he
down
wouldn't be
there.
4 and 1 with us.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
Oh,
There he
that was
is,
a
and they
horrible
passed
kick.
him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play,
That's not what
even
that was
though it was
supposed to go.
complete.
I am horrible at this. Was it?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Right here.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And I think the ball's out.
Wait, what?
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
I disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Rivers here on target to Pascal. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st
I'm
and
surprised.
10.
Surprised
As
he
they've
didn't
got
always
things
score
rolling on
twice.
this drive.
Grabbed there by Zach Pascal. And he's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster. But when you look up at the end of the game, he's produced over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2019.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll throw again. Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Back-to-back
think so. I
receptions
can't
for him,
tell.
and it's another first down.
God, why is that doing so much here in Louisiana?
They'll run with Mack, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Now, Charles, we take a peek there at their recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
They got
Chase
Chase on?
take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks. You better scout them well and hit on those selections.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I didn't know Clavon was.
Rivers now. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He's 8 for 8.
Good catch there by Jack Doyle. Went to the Pro Bowl in 2019, but now has a new quarterback in Phillip Rivers, and he wants to be the Antonio Gates that Phillip Rivers threw to with the Chargers.
Yes.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
He can bomb the game.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's like a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium, and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And they run the option on 2nd down. He completes it to Westbrook, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Oh, come on. That's another one on y'all. For center.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Okay, Charles. No need to get hostile now, bud. Okay, buddy. Okay. Okay.
Hill gonna try and run with it. Oh, good footwork on the spin.
Oh,
and
God, that was...
reinforcements come in as they're gonna stop him behind the line. That's gonna go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll wind up
that was 3rd down.
Back at the 21-yard line.
I can't read.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the... Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it.
Please, yes. And if y'all don't believe me about being on All Madden, I'll show you. All Madden. As you can see, it's all... Oh, I think it might be because it's still an arcade. Yeah, that makes sense.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Not do that.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Okay, sure, that works.
8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. They'll go option on the short side. Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 19 and a first down.
Stop it.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season. tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason,
I've
a lot of
never
these guys
played
don't
this
play a
working
whole
very
lot.
well.
Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10.
Oh, bro. Nice.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
What?
When we talk about defenders, specifically
I'm a dinosaur.
linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
Oh,
They try and
come
fool
on.
you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Steps away to his left. The Colts D
don't
sticking to
know.
their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all
I
know
know I said
payoff is the
slow
key,
this time.
right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he
Jags.
slips up past the 45 before
think.
being tackled. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The first down throw here for Rivers. He dumps this off to Mack. And he loses the football a second time.
Yeah.
And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To Thompson on the screen. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Want to tell you something? Get out.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Hill finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
No. I'm playing it risky now.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he takes it in.
I didn't want to call a field goal.
Jacksonville.
I need to call a field goal.
As the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead
anyone
before
see
they
how
attempt the
that
extra
the Jets
point.
won
What
this
a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great
Which
job
I
to put
personally
themselves
don't
in
think
front.
they
And
should
now,
have.
see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And his kick is right through. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Jim Crown, John Brown, Dave Singleton, Stephon Diggs.
So not much
wow,
time
let's
to
go
speak
much
of
slower
remaining
all
in
of a
this
sudden.
first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things
I don't
up.
watch halftime
They're out there.
ever.
We'll see if they can pick those things back up. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Keelan Cole now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Wait, which chart?
On first down, Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not
He
before
got
they
that?
work it across
Dang.
midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A run here with Armstead.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great.
It was
And
a
they're
one-handed?
fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Flush to his right.
What
On
happened?
the run. He'll
Oh,
let it
that-
go
oh
deep,
my
right
God.
sideline. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. 3rd down here.
Oh wow.
Now
Makes
it's
sense why
Hill.
he wasn't on a starter ever.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
The screen doesn't
And
even
he'll
work.
lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Oh my
Call it a
god.
loss of 2 on the play.
Oh, come on,
And
man.
that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down.
Oh,
Blanket
that's
in the
going
field
way
with
into the end
coverage,
zone.
nowhere to go
Not
with the
what I
football.
wanted that to do.
Forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start by handing this off to Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Rivers.
No.
And Pascal's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
This way, it's way easier to get fumbles in this game than like in any other man that I've played. Like the other man I have is I have man
Operating
17
from the
as well.
gun. Rivers
It's
on the
hard-
right side. It's Hilton
It's
with a
hard
catch.
to get him there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
hard to even
into
hit
enemy
stick there.
territory. 10 more there and another 1st down. They run the draw play with Mack.
Not
A
like an
gain of
uncomfortable
3,
tackle.
2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's
yeah,
secured
since
before they
I don't
slide
want-
off and try and chip
I
someone
don't
at the second level.
want fumbles to be
Now
so
we'll look
common.
at
I'm
Smith.
not gonna
Not
go for
sure
6.
exactly what happened, but he's still down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
What time did they play?
Still in search of their
Jacksonville or
first touchdown of the
Indianapolis,
game,
unless-
but they're on
unless
the
I
move.
count, like,
1st
the
and
end
10.
zone.
This is Mack on the counter. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
What's here?
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
180. Check flag 47. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Staying on the ground.
It was a run.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Round 80. Hey. 4 down.
Now a carry for Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Yep. No, that's holding. I'm fine with that.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
This goes to Mack on the check down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They have to throw it. It's CPU. They'll throw it.
From the gun, Rivers, left side, Doyle with it. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Oh,
target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Nice.
Jack Doyle.
Not what I wanted to happen, but it did. Now if I can just block this, which I don't
tying up this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved
and
there
it's
for
a
the
rough
score.
kick.
And they should. He's a very good player.
Oh my
Remember,
God.
they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
I don't appreciate that.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
I think it was highly unnecessary. He booted
and
up.
this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Oh, Thompson!
Or you can decide to throw the ball now because
I
usually
remember
you have the defense back on its heels.
touchdown.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Uses the spin, and he'll get nothing out of that one.
If I
no
just
gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to
it's
4th down.
It's 4th and 1.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They go with the option on fourth down, left side. And now running right through him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I did not think that would work.
See here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
I knew I should have started him. I knew it.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
He didn't have a very good arm either.
Thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now the veteran Rivers and the Colts trailing 17-10, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning.
I think he just woke up. I got 2 more in a minute. Don't worry, the game's almost done, buddy.
First down, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal.
Nope.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Come on, just hold
We've
for
got
2
a
minutes.
one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete on the slant route.
Hard hit.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. Rivers on the money, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
This is a dumb play if they were in sort of film or anything.
Now
this
Rivers.
Is a dumb play.
Caught left side by Hilton. 20.
No, get him!
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Indy.
I thought they were going up the middle. Still sack.
Get a throw away. He's taken down. Caleb Chason in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Get him. Okay.
And that is incomplete.
It's 4th and goal.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a...
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up
Jags.
in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And this one through the uprights and good. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the touchdown at PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
This is
Cole now on the return.
predicament.
Spinning pass.
Not the predicament I wanted.
He will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Okay, I'm scared now. Great.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, You're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Oh, not what I wanted. Not what I
He's
wanted.
taken down. What a
Much
huge
help.
play at
Come
this
on, I
point
can't go
in
to
the
overtime,
game.
please.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
I'm gonna be mad if this makes me go into overtime. I don't need to go into overtime. It's the one thing I don't need.
Hill. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he can't
Those awareness is horrible.
No,
I didn't mean to call
interceptions
timeout
so
either.
far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
No, I can't. I can't.
This
I
offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's going to go up top again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Oh, no, they're going
Pretty sure
overtime.
any
Great.
quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a
Shot.
tight end that can stretch the field.
Okay, I'm gonna let you out.
And here in overtime,
Please,
if the
somebody
team that
don't
receives
just
the ball
run it.
scores a touchdown, it's
Oh,
over. If
come
they
on.
don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so annoying.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Colts now, their offense works
you
their
have
way
to wake
back
up now,
onto
huh?
the field.
Of all the
Except for
times
the
to
first
wake up.
drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Quiet.
They'll go again here with Mack. Space to maneuver at the 40.
Oh,
He'll take it to the
God.
43-yard line.
Be quiet, dog.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Be quiet, dog.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack.
Oh, my God.
1,000-yard runner in 2019, and has been very
This dog
consistent in
gonna have
moving the
to
ball
run
for the
some.
Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And
Don't
he
let him
works
get
his
it
way
first,
forward for about
please.
4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered,
Come on,
they have to feel pretty good about getting
they're
that
running
type
it.
of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for this with Mack.
Stop.
And he won't be close to a first down
Yes,
as he
okay.
runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
What are they gonna do? What they gonna do? What they gonna do? Okay.
Now
let's
here's
send back.
Rigoberto Sanchez on for a very important punt here in overtime.
Oh my. Oh, thank God. I swear, if we tie our first week.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game.
What?
Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Option play, and Hill will keep it.
That's not what that was supposed to happen.
Loose. And the Colts
Oh, well,
pick
that's
it
a
up,
game.
And he brings
What
it
a
back to the
weekend.
house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get an overtime, that's
well,
one thing. It was a
while
great
they're talking,
4
I'm
quarters.
going to end
Within
it.
an OT, not only to win it, but to win
That's
it on
week
a
1, everybody.
defensive score.
Now, I guess you might
Oh,
get it.
definitely, and I think
I
from
don't know.
now on,
Should be a
we're
pretty
gonna
long
definitely
one.
travel
We're
someone
doing
who
it
can
too.
help us, because
We
I
win the
thought
Super
they'll
Bowl.
pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays
bye-bye.
in overtime that led to
Bye.
this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown.